Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital future of you. Anthony is back. Yes, Anthony is back. But we're still in the Rabbi's grotto, right? We're still in the old Christmas mode. 12th night, baby. 12th night is when it's up. So that's, you know what I'm saving my last bit of when I eat that. It's over, baby. The Christmas is over. I'm sorry. At that point, that'll be on Thursday's show. I thought I'll just have a bit of a waffly show tonight. Not really much going on. I got the feeling that stuff was about to start happening. But then a lot of stuff started happening. Some of it I did not see coming at all, even though I predicted it. you know what? People ask me. No, they don't. But I'm surprised people don't ask me. Tzvi, what is it like being right all the time? Right? Like what? What is that like? And I tell you, it's not good. It's not good. You would think it's good, but it's not good. Sorry, I'm just transferring my coffee from this huge, big black dong of a thermos flask, right, into a more drinkable cup. There you go. Oh, easy, Yoffie. Very good, very good. Okay, you did your job, but man, this is ridiculous. Look at this thing. I need both hands. It's huge. I feel like I'm in some like gay black porn thing. This is ridiculous. No, I mean like no, that's not happening, baby. I still got my my Hanukkah present here. My festive Starbucks cup, which is a very nice present. Anyway, good evening, good morning. I hope you're all doing well out there. Man, I forgot to tell you, I had a bit of a weird time. No. Okay, here's what I like to do on Friday nights, right? Generally speaking, which is Sabbath. I like to lounge around in pajamas, essentially, right? I don't go to synagogue. I do these services at home. Have a coffee, relax, chill out on the couch, and then we have the Sabbath meals, right? And then we get reasonably drunk and head back to the couches or to bed. Normally to bed, like about 8:30, 9 in bed. Oh, lovely. It's quite nice. And then I wake up on Sabbath day. I put clothes on, because that's just me for you. And I go to the early prayer group. And I'm back home by about 9:15, 9:30. 9:15 really latest. Back in pajamas, baby. Back in lounging wear. We have a little kiddush. Kiddush is like a little snackette of nibbles, right? Dewy nibbles, like herring. I like the herring. We have cheese, we have herring, we have egg. They're nibbles, little thing. Yeah. And then before we have a nap on the couch, before lunch, right? That's what I like. Nice, mellow chill. Nice, mellow chill. And then after lunch, I go and have a nap. It's great in bed. Nice, mellow chill. Okay, that's what I like. Nice, mellow chill, right? So that didn't happen this week. It was the anniversary, the 50th anniversary of my father-in-law's passing. So my wife, firstly, it meant I had to go to synagogue so I could say this prayer called Kaddish for him, right? It's a memorial prayer, right? So I have to get dressed. Okay, fine. So go to synagogue, and then but my wife wants to do a kiddush, right? Which is like, again, normally it's just for us, but she wants to do it like, but she does kiddush. They're huge, right? They're ridiculous. One of the best she ever did was when Trump won, right? The week before the election in 2016. I said, listen, I don't think he's going to win, my friends. I don't think it's going to happen. But, if he does, I'm throwing a kiddush next week, right? And he won. So my wife made this insane kiddush. It's basically when you have people around after synagogue, around 10 in the morning, 10, 11 in the morning, and you have some kind of nibbles. You have the kugel. Kugel's a big one. You have, which is kind of like all different types of kugel. Potato kugel is like shredded potato, put in a loaf pan, mixed with egg and salt, put in a loaf pan and baked. That's good. We like that one. There's a noodle kugel where you do the basic same thing, but you do it with noodles. In a pan and baked, right? In a pan and baked. Okay, that's basically shrimp. That's kugel, right? That's the kugel. Very good dishes, which is the big ones my wife did. Always has a chulent, right? Chulent is a pot. The history of it goes back to before there was really technology and you couldn't cook on Sabbath, so you had to make it before it, and then everybody kept their pot that they made their food in next to the bakery, right? So and then they'll just go pick up their pot on Saturday morning, which will still be hot from the bakery, right? So that was it's like a one pot thing. So normally it's like potatoes, onion, meat, barley, different spices, different dumplings sometimes, different thing. A chulent, right? That's it. So good one have a chulent. Yeah, it always has a kishka. Kishka's good, baby. Kishka is basically you get the now I'm going to say this and you're not going to think it sounds good, but it actually is. You get the intestines of the animal, the cow, and you fill it with like this flour and liquid mixture, and you make kind of like sausage links out of it. That's kishka. That's really good. That's really good. A lot of people do vegetarian though, without the from actually being in the cow. I like with the intestines. That's me. Anyway, my wife wanted to throw a kid with it. But okay, first he said, we're talking about this on Thursday night, right? I just finished the stream. Or was it Wednesday? I can't remember. And she was like, I think we need to make it. I'm like, don't say kiddish, don't say kiddish, don't say kiddish. Kiddish. I'm like, no! But only for a limited number of people. We're not going to invite the whole world. I'm like, okay. So we had this kiddish. It was very nice. So, but this is my wife trying to make it lighter, and she just can't do it. We had this insane cheese platter of all these different cheeses. It was really good, and they cut into teeny tiny little squares, which I'm still eating to this day. Right? We had the most insane herring platters the world has ever seen. Right? Just oh my god, opulent to just so much herring. I don't know how I'm going to eat this much herring, but fortunately it stays good for a while, right? It might have made like this this orange soup, so like out of like sweet potato and carrots, that sort of thing. Soup as like the warming thing you could have when you come in. It's just all this candy. Oh, it was crazy. Then cakes. It was just like this crazy amounts of things that I really want that I shouldn't have. Right? It was crazy. That was quite fun. And alcohol as well. But yeah, a thing that we do, which we like, is hot mulled wine. That's a big Friday night thing as well. So anyway, so that was my piece shattered. Now, because of that, I think a neighbor that lives a little bit too far away from me, like a good 15-minute walk, right? Or 10-minute walk, invite us to come round for a soiree next Friday night. I'm like, no. I can't say no. It's like, I don't want to go. But okay. So I said weather permitting. Right? That's basically where I am with it. Like if it's pissing down, I'm not going. Right? I'm not up for that, mate. I'm not up for that. But I do feel bad. But I kind of hope it pisses down. Right? That would work out good for me because then I would turn the heat. Okay, here's the other thing. I'm from London, right? I like a hot, stodgy inside of a house in the winter, right? I like to go out from the outside where it feels like a knife in your cheek into a place that you can't breathe, right? That's what I enjoy. That's what I grew up in. That's the way I want to go. The rest of my family not into that, but they were scared of the cold last week because it's got really cold. And they let me, and I turned the heat on, and it was glorious. Oh, it was lovely. Yes, I like that. I like being able to dance around in your underwear in the extreme cold. Well, it's really cold outside because it's very hot in your house. I like that, okay? Everybody has weird shit they like. I like that. I didn't say I like to, piss on midgets' feet. No, I'm just saying I like to dance around my underwear because it's so hot in my house and so cold outside. I love that. Yes, I do like that. There's probably quite a bit snobbery in there, but you know what? Yeah. What can you do? You got to work with what you got to work with. Fine. Let's pull up some eye candy. We got some location filming. Let me see if there's anything new that's come up. Got some location filming footage. Oh, this coffee is good. It's a night shoot. Apparently, it's going to be going right. It's going on all through the night. We may see shooting, right? We may see shooting. I have a feeling the shooting is shooting the Christmas special, right? So I think that's there's one new image, and we can't see anything from any of this stuff. Okay, don't get real. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, there you go. What a great thumbnail. I forgot about that. There you go. Present. Share screen. Window. This is the window. Hello, I am Window. I'm sure you are, darling. Yes, I am. Oh, my giddy heart. We're back. Now, that was back when I was hoping for the animation to be a bit better. I don't know what we're going to get, right? I don't know what we're getting. I know somebody who was working on the ones I liked has been replaced, right? So there is that. So listen, I think it's going to be as good at the very least, right? At the very, don't you? I do. Hang on, what's that? I was going to go. Hang on. Okay, 1 second. Fine, sorry. Someone's asked me to do something. They say that I've been wandering through this joke for ages, right? They say I have huge things in front of me. And Tom Baker goes, but of course they do, my dear. She does. I mean, she does have lovely tits as well. Don't get me wrong, Millie. Absolutely gorgeous. But no, I think her career is going to be very, very strong. I think her career is good. Listen, all that's got to happen to make it strong is it's good and she's good in it, right? That's it. And I think the chances of it. I'm not saying Doctor Who good. I'm not saying the Doctor Who you like, but I think it's got to be something that they like. And she's good in it, right? I think and I think there's every chance that's going to happen, right? I really do. I don't think this is going to be a Chibnall fest. I think this is really going to work, and I think she's going to be beloved, and I think she's going to be able to walk into anything she wants to do, right? She's in such a great position on the absolute birth of a platform. All right, she's in really good shape, right? She's going to walk out of this like Matt Smith walked out of Doctor Who, right? And Shooter Gatwa as well. They're going to do very well, right? They're going to do very, very well. So we've got coming up the channel. Well, I haven't filmed this yet. I'm going to shoot this tomorrow. They didn't really do very well on this one. Let's be fair. Yeah, season 5. Sometimes it's better just to leave well enough alone. All right. The story, listen, it's so depressing. And the story is depressing. And you had to get used to what's his name as Charles. And it was very hard to do that, right? And Amanda Stanton as a queen, but she wasn't really noticeable, right? They could have just dropped this and gone straight into the movie The Queen, right? And it would have been much better. Made by the same people, I believe, right? I think it's got the same filter, certainly. The War Doctor Begins, Volume 4. He Who Fights with Monsters. Love this one. Good one. Give big thumbs up. I like this. And also coming out today is 50 most anticipated movies of 2023. A lot more of them I was interested in than I expected to be. So I'm looking forward to looking at the TV shows, because maybe there will be that with that as well. One can hope. SFX magazine is from last week. Was it on Wednesday, Thursday show? Or I can't remember which bloody show. Sunday show. The New Year's Day show. The go over the SFX. No, there's nothing anybody gives a shit about in any of this. When it says Blake 7, that's the overpriced novelizations that we can't afford. Last of Us, I'm like, fair. I don't know. Mayfair Witches, don't care. Lockwood & Co. Maybe Mayfair Witches is going to be awesome. Right? Lockwood & Co. American. I don't care about any of this shit. That's why I found it a bit of a bland magazine. Right? That's generally why. Quite enjoying this Blake 7. Okay, but here's the thing, though. About a quarter of the way through, or a third of the way through the second disc, right? And this is good, but I'm done with female-centric Blake 7, right? I can't do anymore, right? I can't do anymore. Like, I'm full to the brim. Hey, let's have a look at this for a second. I am like this full to the brim of female-centric. And it's not just you have female characters as the main character. You have all the side characters are women as well. And I can't do this anymore. And yes, look, the quality is there. The quality is very good. But I can't do this anymore. Enough already. Yeah, one second. I'm just pulling up the releases over here. Like, the one thing that I really loved, I think, is because it was a masculine story. It was about Tarrant. Not Tarrant. It's about... it should be more about Tarrant, for God's sake. No, it was about Travis. Hang on a second. Let's have a quick look. Share screen. So, female-centric. Yeah, look, and also it was, other than... you had one female character going throughout the whole thing that linked everything together. And you had the Jenna story and a Callie story, right? And the one with Travis was by far the best. Like, way, way by far the best, right? Andromeda 1. Absolutely. And that's what really made that such a good box set as well. Because it's a really great story. And he happened to be... Brian Crouch would be excellent in it. I can't remember how the last one, Heroes and Villains, was that female series. I just remember it being so. It's Jenna, it's Callie. Again, like we need a bit of Tarrant. We need a bit of Villa. Right? Babe in the Bush was really embarrassingly bad. It was just like, stumbling stupid man, stunning a brave woman. I think Terra Nostra was kind of the same. Clone Masters I remember enjoying. And Avalon. Blood. I'm like, really? You had a blank slate, right? And you could have really done something interesting. Had a really layered three-dimensional story about who this unknown character was. And it could have been dark and mysterious. It could have been like Game of Thrones, right? It could have been like a really gritty... And you did nothing. Oh, God, it was like, the only things of interest in it were when it touched with like Blake 7, when it had like Travis in it and Baben or Jenna, right? At those points, yes, that was kind of fun. And there was one very good story on one of those discs. I can't remember which one. I think the second one. Let's have a quick look. There was one really, really excellent story, but mostly it was dross. Not that one. Not that one. Not the first one. No, not that one either. Maybe it's volume 1. Maybe it's not that at all. Yeah, maybe I did that. I don't know. Let's have a look. I remember that there's one really excellent story. Which one was it? Throwback. That was excellent, right? That's Gary Russell. That was really genuinely excellent. But again, females out like, I'm done. I need some blokes. Right? Look, I'm sorry. It's always slanted towards women. I need some blokes. Okay? And I don't think I'm being unreasonable with this strange request. I just need it, to have something about men sometimes. I know. I'm not saying female raise you. I'm just saying it's sometimes going to be about men. I am looking forward to this, by the way. The Dead Star. Yeah, shall we ever? We can't. It's going to take too long to download. But I do like his take on the Doctor, Michael Troughton. More I hear about that, the better. Cass, super not interested. Right? It's so not interested. Oh my God. I can't believe how not interested I am. I haven't bought the Torture Double yet, but I think I might, because I really do like that idea. The River Song, Snoozerama. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting this Night's Doctor Adventures. There's just nothing. I mean, Lizzie, hopefully, everything she writes is kind of a struggle. Yeah, and it's okay. Here's what I think is the Shades of Fear. I mean, that's the kind of generic. You get one horror-ish story, and it's going to be eclectic, and it's not going to be joined together really at all. The Color of Terror by Lizzie, hopefully. I think she's a horror author, so she might be best at this. But, man, I do find her work hard going. Right, I really do. Mrs. Bevel wants to keep her star rating at the charity shop at any cost, but why does she want so many of them in a particular shade? What? Okay. You see, no, this is a standalone episode. When Wes Morby starts to notice disappearance, and the Doctor assembles a motley band to battle with the color red. Right? Yeah. No. You can't. I'm not doing this. This has not won me over, right? Really, Shades of Fear. They're fighting the color red. The chaps are all besotted by giant flowers, but Toby's new valet seems to know what's going on. The Doctor could be London's only hope. Again, it doesn't sound so terrible, right? Okay, no, I am not getting that. Okay, that's not happening. Short Trips, Volume 12, no. Are there any writers that I particularly know? Angus Duncan, no. Sophie Isles, probably, that's almost certainly no. Using Felicia Baker, Max Curtis, and Jenna Dean. No, thank you. All the above. Goodbye. So yeah, you keep that. This I will get though. The First Doctor Adventures, the Demon Song. I remember. Look, last time we spoke about Stephen Noonan's First Doctor. Also, we're probably being not a fan of it. Not a fan. We disagreed somewhat. Here's what I should have said if I was smart. I should have said dear listener, you should go out and buy yourself 2 copies of his box sets right now, so you can decide for yourself, right? Just 2 copies, 1 for each year. That's what I should have said. I was sharp. The Return of Joe Jones. Yes, I love this plan. I'm certainly going for this. All the time and all the space. No, thank you. Who's on the cover? Those covers this cover is, oh no, there's nobody I know. Yeah, this is so why I for some reason it's working with Benjamin Netanyahu over here. I don't know why. And that looks like Derek Griffiths, or it could be Q. Dr. Moon, maybe. And somebody vaguely attractive. Okay. None of yet. Leroy Bonser, sufferer Jacob Dugman, Samuel Clevance. It's for Derek Griffiths. Hey! I'm quite impressed with myself. There you go. Yeah, no, thank you. I do like the new branding, though. I even like this branding on the Doctor Who, on the third Doctor. Yes, that's all very good. Fine, I was doing the chat. Forgot, man. I got sucked in, she cried. Officer. What can I tell you? So that's Blake 7 for you. Nearly finished watching Westworld season 3. Awesome. I just love this show. Tomorrow, I love this thumbnail. Tomorrow is a great video. We have this video. Toxic founders with lack of life skills to cope with the failure of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. We got written on the board. Don't be an angry, spoiled cunt. Okay, let's try this again. But we're on the right side of history. Yeah, no, don't be an angry, spoiled cunt. That's what we're trying to tell you, right? Yeah. Don't be an angry, spoiled cunt. So that's tomorrow's video. And we'll go back to Millie, I guess, while we get to the chat. So only fair is what I can say. Game of Thrones or got a Doctor Who calendar. You've got a Doctor Who calendar for Christmas. Jodie Futures occupy the same month as do War Doctor and 8. Oh, that sounds a bit painful. What I find the strangest is January begins with the second Doctor, and each show's accompanying companion. Jamie is nowhere. Jamie's missing the second Doctor. That was like the biggest bromance in Doctor Who history, right? Why would that be missing? That's crazy. Wasn't Jennifer Lawrence the first female Doctor? Yes, so she was. Yes, obviously. She was the first female. Nobody else did it right before Jennifer Lawrence, all right? And then she perfected the vagina. Tom Garb said, that's Jordan Lee. Tom Garb said, the Smugglers, the Underwater Menace. Guess they want to start season 4. Not really. I mean, because you still got the highlight. You got a lot missing. Wait, 1 second. Wait a minute. Let me pull this up. Doink guy. Here's an episode guide I pulled up earlier. I pulled up this episode guide because I had the same question. I said, it looks like they're trying to wrap up season. Let's have a look then, right? So, okay, so they get Smugglers and 10th Planet, right? Gives them 10th Planet. Power of the Daleks done. Highlanders not. All missing. 4 episodes. Underwater Menace, check. Okay, you'll get those in. Moonbase, Macra Terror, Faceless Ones, and Evil of the Daleks. Okay, fine. So it's not but you still got Highlanders. Now, they said the Highlanders and what's the name? The Crusade could never be animated because it's too complicated. There's too many characters. So maybe they'll release it without the Highlanders animated because they just said we can't do it, which would be kind of tragic. And the question is also, who's going to be doing it and what's it going to look like, right? Now, we do have confirmation of this as of today. Radio Times confirmed it and gave us those stories, the Underwater Menace and the Smuggler. I think Underwater Menace is a very interesting choice. I mean, could you not do Web of Fear as well, like that missing episode? Because the one you got is shocking, right? But yeah, look, I guess I'll buy them, right? Yes, okay. Even though it's coming to Disney Plus, I guess. Thank God. Okay, I'm up for all of this. Darren M is here. Greetings, felicitations. Hope all is well. Well, I hope all is well with you too, sir. The Solder Engines is here, and the android is coming back. The first one they should do is the Dalek Master Plan. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done. Although again, reconstruction's the way to go, baby. With either Stephen Udon or David Bradley, right? Just reshoot it in the same way they would have shot it originally. Build a similar sort of set. Make it as similar as humanly possible, right? I think that will be fantastic, right? I think that will be absolutely fantastic. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is here. How are you doing, Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I'm in the mood for a bit of Cinnamon Toast Crunch myself. I've had a strange day. It's been a fast day in Judaism, in Orthodox Judaism. So I just broke that fast about 2 hours ago. So I'm still a bit groggy. I'm having my first coffee as we're speaking. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. How you doing, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde? Thank you for joining us, as is RJ Fizzleroy, Maggie. Happy New Year's, and yes for animation. Yeah, I just want to know what type it's going to be. Is it going to be Gary Russell's crew? Because they weren't great. I'm sorry. The other crew was much better, right? The Evil of the Daleks crew, they were much better, right? I mean, here, I'll just go through ones they got for a second. Here, I think, hang on. I'll give you a quick mini review of all of them, okay? So, well, Smuggler, 10th Planet, it's yeah, you know what? We're gonna watch a little snippet of it, okay? That's how we're gonna decide. Video file. But with just a snippet, I don't want to get copyright zapped. Doctor Who, First Doctor, 10th Planet, 10th Planet, Part 4. Okay, 1 second. All right, let's have a look, see what this is like.
Very well, child, off you go. And don't forget your coat. I don't want you to get cold.
Right, yeah, this is one of the early Gary Russell ones. It's okay in that you can kind of get a feeling what the episode was like by watching it. Right?
What is your decision?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, for their resources, you know, in general, but it's not as good as the Evil of the Daleks.
Drop your weapons.
Just look at Mondas. I can't believe it.
Okay, this is actually quite good. That's more sophisticated than I thought it would be. Second. So, okay, we're looking at that episode guide. Doink. So fine. So you got 10th Planet, which is pretty solid. Maybe they should put Twice Upon a Time in there as well, right? Just to really flesh the whole thing out. Yeah, an adventure's time and space. Where's that window gone? Hang on. There you go. Fine. So Paradolix is one of their better ones. Yeah, they did 2 takes at that, and it was the second one was much more successful. Underwater Menace, we haven't seen it yet. Moonbase was not it's one of the earlier ones. I don't think it was overly successful. Let's have a look. Hang on, we'll go video file. Moonbase. It's episode 3, I think, is 1 and 3 is animated, I think. There you go. So it's, again, similar sort of thing. Oh, this is pretty good. I have to say, I'm quite. Let me see if I can find some Patrick Troughton, because he's the hardest one to do because he's very expressive. Is this the episode he's asleep all the way through it? Oh, there we go. No. Where is it? There's a bit of Pat over there.
Controller.
I mean, not much is going on there. No, this isn't bad, right? Actually, I would say this is reasonably solid. 1 second. And we're back to, doink. So again, yeah, that's solid. And then you're on to Macro Terror, which I found. Macro Terror, Faceless Ones, and Evil of the Daleks. Macro Terror is good. Faceless Ones is better. Evil of the Daleks is fantastic, right? So yeah, they have that full season. If they can figure out something to do with the Highlanders, we might just be getting like a Telesnap reconstruction, right? It might not be doable. I hope they do that, right? But that would be fantastic. Although then I'll just have to buy it again because, okay, I guess they'll put more shit on it and I'll make it one of those cool. But I guess I have to buy that. Question is, what is the packaging for the next one going to look like? And will they sell you replacement packaging to make it all match if it's different? Right? That's really the question. I think they really should. Fine. Lonnie is here. How you doing, Lonnie? Good to see you. I hope you've had a very pleasant festive season. Who else we got here? The public disgrace, Mark the Vicar. Oh, it was so much fun being publicly disgraced. Fine, let me start with zero. Max Redstone is here. Kishka, baby, is where it's at. Happy Gregorian New Year. And to you, sir, and to you. Kishka says, I know who Kishka is. I'm very happy about that. Schmaltz herring. Oh, man, we have such good herring. I'm telling you. Do I have a picture of the herring platter? Let me find a picture of the herring platter. It was crazy. So much herring. Here's one we made earlier. Hang on. How do I get the share screen? Share screen. Okay, that's it. Here's the herring platter, man. Hang on 1 second. Did that come out? There we go. Back over there. That is one kick-ass herring platter. Let me tell you. You had all the smoked fish. You had the olives. You had the spicy. Oh man, that was good. That was very, very, very good. I favor for dinner. Right, we have these pizzas which don't have crust. They have like beetroot crust or something like that. I don't understand how it works. I put that in the air fryer for 8 minutes, and it's awesome. Now, if I add some pepperoncinis to it, it's even better. Right, it's even better. Like those chili pepper things. Now, if I want to get super crazy, I'll take one of those Bill Gates creepy hot dog things, right? And I will cook it first, and I'll cut that up and put that onto the pizza. Why? Because then I can have meat on my pizza, which you can't normally have in Judaism. In being religious Judaism, according to me. Y Moleman is here. How you doing, Y Moleman? Do you think Doctor Who could ever touch Jewish history? Or themes, or like the Ark of the Covenant, or Indiana Jones, or David versus Goliath? I think you're in really dangerous territory when you start making stories predicated on somebody's belief system, right? I think that was the problem with the Stranded box sets from Big Finish, right? It was predicated, and it's a central plot point that you believe that human beings' gender and sexuality to be the normative status for them to be fluid, right? So I think that's your belief system. I think, yeah, having him at like the crucifixion or any of these things, I think you should stay well clear from. Things that are kind of like universally agreed on. That could, I mean, yeah. Although, you know, I would always like to do a Doctor Who story about golems, right? But have them look like people from the Holocaust, right? You know, like, you know, then you saw the gaunt people. So yeah, these people are being stalked by a golem or several golems. Golem is like a mute mud monster, essentially, right? So I thought that would be a really good, scary monster for Doctor Who. Like again, there's something who looks like the horror from the Holocaust and they're mute, and it's driven by the pent up rage from a Holocaust survivor, right, in the early 70s. So it's got that kind of vibe to it, and it's basically about him learning. They defeat the monsters by learning forgiveness, right? And I just think that's a fundamental Doctor Who idea, right? And maybe like he saves the child of a concentration camp worker or something, you know, from the golem or something like that, right? I think that could be a very powerful Doctor Who story. But that's as close as I'd ever want to go, right? That really is as close as I ever want. Maybe if I finish the one I'm writing for Dr. Alex, He wants me to do a standalone thing with no connection to anything else. I might do that, right? I might do that. You know what? Yeah. Let me see if he's in the chat. Then I'll send a voice message before I forget. We'll do it live on air. Paul Tosland is here. How you doing, Paul Tosland? Thank you for joining us. And Darren, I said hello to you. Well, I'll say hello again. The Crown will have less than 30 seconds of Prince Andrew. Yes, I know. They should have just left well enough alone. At this point, you know, I mean, it did basically kill her. So, you know, and him. So, you know, let's just leave well enough alone. Matthew Powder, how you doing? Don't mind if the first and third Blake 7 story by the middle one was a bit meh. We're talking in the one right now. I'm liking the middle one actually, quite frankly, because I like Travis, right? I like Brian Kraft's Travis. Marco Polo would be the best, yeah. But I think they should build up to Marco Polo, right? I don't think they should jump back in. Stunning and brave, Vecchio. Oh my God, funniest, stunning and brave story ever. I'll cover this in my Newswalk video on Friday, right? There is a this professional review of like. Goes on for about 2 hours of all costumes, I think, in entertainment, like historical costumes in entertainment. And they scored in the past year, right? And they got to Legend of the Sea Devils, and they tore it apart. It was like they actually said it was so culturally off, it was actually offensive. It was actually racist, right? So, yeah. It's always the ones who scream most about diversity and inclusion who are racist, right? What do you think of them colorizing some of the first Doctor stories? Not a fan. Not a fan, okay? I'm up for the reconstruction, but, like, why? I never watched the colorized versions of the animations, right? I'm just like, I mean, I'll see, but I'm like, ugh. I can't imagine liking it. I can't imagine it enhanced. I'll watch it. It just seems like, man, there's so much more you could do. First and second Doctors in color seems weird to me. That's my 2 cents. I agree with you, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. I'm not a fan, right? I am not a fan of that plan. Yeah, I do not think it's a good idea. But, you know, listen, I'm open-minded, right? I'm open-minded. I'll say the animation is pretty tragic. Yeah, look, it's not broadcastable. I mean, it'd be great if, like, the new one was Zippy and Cyberman. Yes, that's exactly how they sounded. Like, I think it was the same guy. Yes. Right, look, you want to hear early Sideman be really, really creepy? Here, let me give you a good one. 1 second, it's over. There we go, over here. Doink. Let me just pull this up. Let me just whip this out. She cried. 1 second. Man, yeah, the more I think about it, I think Big Finish, if they can't stream stuff for sale, right? I think what they should do is they should have like stories like this on their YouTube page for free, like for like a period of a week or so. Yeah, so people can get a taste of it, and if you want to buy it, you can buy it and own it. See, I genuinely think the thing about Big Finish is its best way of selling it is people getting used to it and liking it, right? And yeah, this is it. Anyway, so yeah, you want to hear those first time and be creepy. This is very good. This is so good. I forgot how good this was. I got to give this a re-listen. Yeah, no, that's us, mate. That's us. Okay, I want to hear some Cybermen. God's sake. Okay, I'm sure the life and death struggle is great. Give me some Cybermen. Yeah, it's very good. I think this is very good. 10 out of 10. Big finish on that one. But honestly, I just think they should just take the individual stories in the box set and just let them people listen to it. Make it into something that people actually and yeah, I think it's when people actually knew it, they would buy it more. Is my guess, right? I mean, especially the old stuff, right? That's what I think. Oh, look what's coming in. Oh, wait a minute! I just heard there was no sound for you. Oh, I'm sorry. That was. It sounded great then. Okay, everybody. But thank you for letting me know. Oh man. Fine. Let me get back. We get back to the chat. The herring plate. You saw the herring plate. Max Redstone knows a good kiddish. 8-bit Snick Boy is here. How you doing, 8-bit Snick Boy? Thank you for joining us. Miller's on Moo-based gravity is affecting her. I augmented her somewhat. Do not fight in here. Oh, that's the other one. There we go. Whizzing through the chat. Oh, I got to say like Dr. Alex. Right, got to send him that idea. Before I forget. Fine. Creepiest no sound ever. That's so funny. Okay, well, it sounded much better. Okay, thank God it only went on for a minute. Fine. Let me notify Dr. Alex right now. Right, here we go. Where'd it go? Chats. And I go. Alex, old boy, Habibi, how are you, my good sir? I am on a live stream right now, and you, good sir, are helping me with content. Now, this is no way means a guarantee that I'm imminently about to finish the script for the Dr. Alex, the thing I'm writing right now, right halfway through. This is no way or means a guarantee that that's about to happen. However, you did say to me you wanted a standalone thing with no connection to anything whatsoever in Doctor Who. So I've had this idea. I just talked about it on the live stream, right? So I had this idea that had been rattling around for a long time. Let's set it in like the early 70s. There is basically, if you had the Golem is a Jewish legend, a big muddy personality. But I thought, how about have them look like concentration camp people, like gaunt in those robes and mute and made out of mud, right? So I thought you could have somebody who's kind of like a Nazi hunter in the early 70s, but there's also these golem attacking the people that he's hunting, and I thought the thing is he could be slightly psychic or something like that, where he's creating these golem, right? He's creating the monsters, right? And so the point of the story is the Doctor confronting like the pain and anger that he's obviously has to do all this stuff, and him learning the essence of forgiveness, right? Now, no guarantee whatsoever I'm going to write that. No guarantee I'm going to finish right. Well, I really want to finish the first one. But that's my standalone idea. Thank you very much. Please let me know what you think. Yeah, you know what? It's a great premise, not in post-World War II. That was the best bit of the early, was it the prequel X-Men franchise? I loved that when Magneto was it. Which one was that? That wasn't Days of That had a great run, right? First Class, what's it called? X-Men First Class. Hang on. I remember they did X-Men Days of Future Past, and that was the last good one, right? As I recall. One second, let's just do a quick X-Men movie. Even though it had Professor X in a what's it? In a looked like a farting chair in the poster. Just where's the link to the series? I want to see a list of the X-Men movies. List of X-Men movies. Yo. Fine. Wikipedia. Fine. So yeah, First Class, right? That was awesome. When Magneto was doing the Nazi hunter thing. I like that a lot. Days of Future Past. They had a good run for 2 movies, right? Logan, I really should give it another go. I just thought it was a bit too depressing. The Wolverine I thought was excellent. X-Men Orange's Wolverine was garbage. X-Men Last Stand, mediocre. X-Men and X2 were good. Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix were awful, obviously. Deadpool and Deadpool 2 were quite good, right? But First Class, yeah, I did like the whole Nazi hunter thing in that. Fine. Let us get to the news first. Let's have a look at the filming. Hang on. I think I have a new. I think I got a new picture, don't I? 1 second. It's exciting, isn't it? This is actually breaking news, right? It was being posted on. Like, if you're not on Twitter, right? Thank God for you. Actually, I'm telling you, I quite enjoy Twitter now. It's weird, right? It's kind of a pleasant experience. Here we go. Share screen. Oh, before that, here we need to look at this though. It's on the same thing. Fine. This is from. This is obviously a plot point. Albion. You can't read what it says. Vote Gwilliam, right? But here, this is from. Is this? 1 second. I got to check if this is a public post or not. Okay. I don't know if this is public. So apparently, the guy who worked on the Macro Terror ones, right? Says that he knew the person working on it, the boss of it, and he found out a few weeks ago that it was up and running again. It would appear that he's been replaced. Very sad, very sad. And again, I don't know if that's a public comment or not, right? So I better keep my bloody mouth shut. There we go. Doink. Let's go over here. Catherine Thea is here. How you doing, Catherine Thea? Doink. Oh, here we go. So this is the thing that maybe they were just doing the setup right now and we think it's for the Christmas special because there's a big Christmas tree in it. That might well be. And they were all they're all wearing this branded Albion stuff, right? Albion. It looks like Albion in the same way that who was it? Who was modeled on Tony Blair? I can't remember. But anyway, so in the same way, this Albion guy is probably modeled on Boris Johnson, right? So this is I have some video of this, but I'll do it on my main news video. The Space Savior. This is like their big candidate. Bigger, bolder, better. I think again it's a very Boris Johnson type person. Bigger, better, bolder Britain. Yeah, it sounds very Boris Johnson, right? And is it somehow tied into Albion Hospital? We do not know. right? We do not know. Let's look at the twit twats, see if there's anything new going down. He goes to the twit twats. There is red lighting now. Okay, fine. I've got new pictures I need to get then. There's actually, yes, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Yeah, where we go over here. It's doink. Yeah, they got this like stark red lighting now, which maybe it's going to look like it's on fire. I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Yeah, well, I'm getting the pictures for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing my best. Doink. So I guess they're filming. This is going to be a night shoot, so we should wake up in the morning with lots of info, right? Something new. Fine. Let me just pull these up. Doink. There you go. Fine. So you see what I mean? It's like got this heavy red lighting going on. And it looks like kind of foggy. It does look like it could be simulating a fire. Maybe a fire outside. No, honestly, we're not going to know. Like, we'll recognize that we see it on screen. I still remember seeing the production, the location footage for The Runaway Bride, right? And then when you see it on screen, it's like there for a second. It's like, whoa, where'd it go? Come back. Fine. So that is the location footage. I guess we're going to have a whole lot more to look at this week, right? I guess we're going to have a whole lot more to look at. Let's go to the Daily Mirror, right? Really want to know, look in the mirror. So apparently this has been confirmed. We're going to look at the initial story and the confirmation, right? So it must be like the story was about to come out, will be my guess. Share screen. Now, we don't know what type of animation this is going to be, which really makes a big difference. That is going to be the Smugglers and Underwater Menace. Makes me think it's going to be very much like the things that we've seen before, right? That's my guess. I mean, like, my dream would be like that Marvel series, the What If, I think it was. Yeah, if it could be like that. Wow. That would be awesome. Exclusive Lost Doctor Who episodes brought back to life using cartoons to mark 60th anniversary. To mark the show's 60th anniversary this year, 2 stories from the 1960s will be drawn and released on Blu-ray and DVD. Okay. Doctor Who Lost episodes have been brought back to life using cartoons in color. To mark the show's 60th anniversary year, 2 stories from the 60s will be now those to be The Smugglers and the Underwater Menace. Sorry, I just saw Prince Andrew, ex-Prince Harry. Well, I just thought, you twat, shut the fuck up. Really? Listen, I wouldn't recommend acts of violence, but if you would get a sock and you fill it with human excrement and then slap it in his face over and over again, would I say you should do that? No. Would I say justice may have been served? Pretty darn close, baby. Pretty darn close. Pretty closer than it is now. To mark the show's 6th anniversary year, 2 stories. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We just read that. There we go. William Hart's penultimate story and Patrick Townsend's 3rd adventure, The Underwater Menace. Both 4-part stories were originally transmitted by the BBC before film prints were sold overseas and the original text destroyed. Episodes 2 and 3 of The Underwater Menace have been recovered, but only brief clips from the Smugglers have ever been seen. An insider said, fans will be delighted that the show's full season has slowly been restored through animations. It really has been. Man, I got so much different of view of that season now, right? It's so much more modern than I thought. Here, let's have a quick run through, right? I mean, you got like the dying off William Hartnell, right? And then, boom, you got his. it feels like with 10th Planet, you're injected in this new energy, right? This new and kind of bold energy. Take you through Power of the Daleks. Highlands, I have no idea about. Listen to the audio. And they seem to be like kind of finding what they're doing, right? By the time you hit Moonbase, this run of Moonbase, Macro Terror, Faceless Ones, and Evil of the Daleks, it's awesome, right? And this is a very modern run through, right, of stories. It really, like, Moonbase is like the near future. Then Macro Terror in a different, in the far future. Faceless Ones present day, and then Evil of the Dark's present day to history to big finale, right? What a great run of stories. It's like this confidence, right, with it. And the initial three, when they're working out, they're pretty darn good too. But it's really, great freaking run. Anyway, only 10 of the 43 broadcast episodes still exist, so we're getting to see missing classics. It depends how good they are. Like, I hate to tell you, The Abominable Snowman and Fury in the Deep didn't help me feel like I've seen the show, right? Those two, I think, really genuinely didn't work very well. Last year, the BBC ended the release of the animated versions after BBC America stopped funding the restorations of the early stories, but new funding has been arranged. So it's exactly the same then, right? BBC bosses plan to colorize certain stories from the Hartman and Troughton era, 63-69, for broadcast next year. It's a stupid idea. It sounds like the BBC, right? This is likely to include the first story, An Unearthly Child. The 60th anniversary will be marked with 3 autumn specials featuring David Tennant, 51, as the 14th Doctor before Sex Education's Tutti Gatwa, 30, takes over. UK TV is also having 2 Tony Hancock episodes, 12 Angry Men and The Blood Donor, colorized for this year. Why? Like, how is that? Like, how is that going to make them any better? Why? That's just dumb. Fine, and then apparently the Radio Times confirms this, right? We're still reading from the Epic trailer. Earlier 2010 was reported the funding was gone. The Smugglers Underwater Menace has contacted BBC and BBC Studios to comment. Has got your fine. So what are they saying? Episodes 2 and 3 Underwater Menace have been blah blah blah. Gary Russell said the projects that occurred, it was a shame that no further reconstructions were planned. He said, from Big Finish's point of view, this is it for us. I'm very glad that we went out. Yeah, I hope it is it for you. Right? So it looks like the news is already off to a great start with more animations coming soon today. Well, again, who is doing them? That really makes a difference, right? I mean, it like at the time, about 2 hours before the show, for me, it wasn't confirmed until I saw that. And I think that's essentially confirmation, isn't it? Yeah. It essentially is. Fine. Let's should we do a bit, Millie? Fancy doing a bit, Millie, darling. I always fancy doing a bit of Millie. Okay, I always fancy doing a bit of Millie. There's no point where I go, oh, you want to do a bit of Millie? I go, nah, I'm a bit millied out. No, that's never going to happen. Right? Never ever going to happen. Because I have a high Millie tolerance. Right? That being said, I want to read this article. I think we did get to it, right? And it's already 3 or 4 days old. If I don't get to it now, it's gone forever. The 7th Doctor era of Doctor Who gets a bum rap from fans. Not for this one, it doesn't. Fucking love the 7th Doctor era. One of the best eras. I mean, first season, they didn't really know what they're doing. But man, when they hit the ground running with Remembrance of the Daleks. It was the lowest rated season that led to BBC cancelling the show in 89. Not true! It was cancelled in 85 by Michael Grave, right? And it got a stay of execution for an extra couple of years. Somehow, right? I don't know how. I think maybe because Michael Gray went to Channel 4, was it? Right. So he didn't even know the Sylvester McCoy years happened, which is so bizarre. But yeah, that's really bizarre. So I don't really think it's that. I think it was already slated for cancellation. It was just living on borrowed time. It had budgets cut and it had most thematically coherent cut when its most thematically coherent and ambitious storylines for years were under Andrew Cartmel. That is true, right? That is true. It was the most thematically coherent and ambitious storyline in years. It gelled together, right? The season actually had a shape, which season 22 certainly didn't. Right? That was just a mess. I like it. I bought it. I bought it many times over. Right? I think that's my justification for me to be able to say it was a mess. I bought it in VHS, in DVD, and Blu-ray. Right? I keep buying it. Okay, so I don't hate it that much. So that's one of the first things Doctor Who much more lines as childish and silly, but it's getting reevaluated by fans who are finding things about it, things to like about it. Things begin to change with the final story of the Seventh Doctor's first season, Dragonfire. I agree, right? That's the first time he starts to see how it can be played, and you know that really pisses me off. It's that cliffhanger to episode 1 where it makes no sense when he hangs over the ledge for no reason. That will be so freaking easy to fix with CGI, right? That'd be so all you have to do is have this walkway broken up that he was on, and the only way to get down is by climbing down, right? And maybe have some Sylvester McCoy record some extra dialogue. It's doable, right? It's very doable to fix that. And why haven't they? It really annoys me that they didn't. Right? But yeah, it's really genuinely doing. And you know what? He could be climbing down to was another level, and as he touches it, it shatters. Again, with CGI, that's very doable and not that expensive. Right? Dragonfire was Doctor Who at its most fun. I agree with you. The Doctor and Mel, Bonnie Langford go on a trading colony called Ice World just to hang and agree to join a treasure hunt with Space Rogue, Sablon, Glitz. It's bonkers. It's so much fun. Right? I agree with you. Glitz won a treasure map playing cards and hopes to use the treasure to buy back his ship, which is being held in hock for the depths here. It's kind of like a PG-13 2000 AD strip, right? It's just fun. I agree with you. They're joined by a human teenager named Ace, who has been snatched from a time storm from the 20th century Earth and is now stuck working as a waitress at a diner on Ice World. They're doing the dirty work for the ice-based crime lord named Kane, Edward Peel, who was excellent in this, who wants to use the treasure to escape Ice World and return to his home planet. Yeah, this is very comic booky, right? So somebody who loves comic books, from which he's been exiled. So what's their bloody point? Look at how Dragonfire planted the seeds for New Who. Okay, well, come on, let's get to your point then. Set design for Dragonfire might look cheap. It is. All they could do was put sheet plastic, right? It's really the only choice they had. The production values seemed to be mostly cardboard, but the main story had charm in its writing and cast. I completely agree, right? Dragonfire was a story in the Seventh Doctor's first season that fully embraced the aesthetic and the satirical attitude of 2018 comic. Oh, we're all agreeing. Oh, yes. It was the last of the light-hearted serials of the Seventh Doctor. Seth MacFarlane was playing his clownish persona, but the Doctor's sinister manipulative side, which would become prominent in the next two series, was starting to emerge. Yes. There's the hilarious philosophical discussion with one of Kane's guards to provide the distraction that becomes a complex debate about existential, as the guard is delighted to find somebody who has a deep academic discussion with. That was a good line. I did enjoy that. Okay, so what's this got to do? I mean, like, I get whatever. I don't tell you. So by the way, he's reading clean again. Yes, I'm doing this so you don't have to. You're absolutely right. 100%. It's here that Ian Briggs created Ace as a template for the companions that Russell did. Okay, fine. You're saying it's a modern story. Bloody hell. That was running around the houses a bit, wasn't it? Okay. Let's look at no. Do we have to do this story? No, here it is. We'll do this soon. Are you serious? Is that no? Okay, fine. That's just the ripped off. They ripped off the wrong cover. It's got Julia McKenzie on it, and like what? That's weird. No. Okay, let's have a look at this. This article. The most anticipated shows of 2023. I don't know. I doubt I'm gonna. This is Screen Rant, baby. It's got to be garbage, right? This is garbage. I mean, look, it's got Agatha on it. I don't know what that is. Ted Lasso. They're doing a third season. I mean, I never finished watching the second season. I better get to that. Where are we up to? Fine. Masters of the Air. What is this? Based on the true story detailed in Masters of the Air, America's air bombers who fought the air war against Nazi Germany by Donald L. Miller. Masters of the Air follows the 8th Air Force as they fight for their lives against German soldiers in World War II. The miniseries is executive produced by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. Oh, so it's a Saving Private Ryan thing. And stars Elvis, Austin Butler. Okay, none of this. It's Apple TV Plus. This is why I don't rush to get Apple TV Plus. Right, this is why I like HBO Max. So this looks excellent. Right, White House Plumbers follows Ronald Reagan operatives, E. Howard Hunt and G. Gordon Liddy. Oh man, who were both part of the title unit that was set up to prevent leaks to the media and were behind Watergate. Okay, the HBO series is set to debut in March 2023. And stars Woody Harrelson as Hunt, Justin Theroux, love as Liddy, Donald Gleason, Game of Thrones as Lena Henley, and Kernan Shipra, who from Mad Men. Yes, that is worth my subscription to HBO Max. I will get that month. The Palace. What's The Palace? After starring in Mayor of Easttown, Kate Winslet returns to HBO Max as The Palace, which is set inside a palace over the course of a year during the deterioration of the authoritative regime. There isn't much known about the HBO miniseries plot, but Winslet will be joined by Hugh Grant, who had a cameo in Ryan Johnson's Glass Onion. Lies that? That looked. No one's interested in that, mate. Yeah, will you stop like wanking? You just like it because he fucked up Star Wars, right? That's it. That's your only reason that you're up for Glass Onion or whatever it's bloody called. The Beautiful Things. Who's this? Adapted from the book by the same name by Cheryl Stade. I'm sick of girl shit. Okay. Follows Claire. What a shocker! Writer whose marriage is struggling. Whose relationship with a teenage daughter got on board already. Claire, whose writing career is floundering, becomes advice columnist, and it affects her life in more ways than it thought it would. Tiny Beautiful Things was picked up by Hulu and will premiere as fuck off. That is something I am not interested in. Shrinking, starring How I Met Your Mother's Jason Segel. Shrinking follows Johnny Sims, a therapist dealing with grief, who decides to parents what he really thinks about them and their issues. What a cunt. Shrinking also stars Harrison Ford and Jessica Williams. Apple TV. Fuck you, mate. No interested. That sounds awful, right? That sounds absolutely awful, Apple TV. Nah. I might come back for Ted Lasso and Severance, right? Created by the Russo brothers, already good. And Patrick Moran, Citadel is an experimental spy thriller which has spin-offs set in the same universe and featuring different countries, including India and Mexico. Prime Video series follows Citadel agents Mason Kane, Game of Thrones, Richard Madden, good casting, and Nadia Singh, Parika Chopra. But the plot details are being kept under wrap. The series is going to premiere on Prime Video in 2023, though it does not have an official date. That sounds cool. Russo brothers are behind all the good things in the MCU, right? They did like Captain America, Civil War, those sort of things. It was where they really developed that. They know how to do a good spy movie, right? And they did. Oh, what else they do recently? It was good. One second, Russo brothers. There was a good post Marvel thing they just did. Filmography. Extraction. What's that? No, this was it. The Gray Man. Right. Yeah. So this was kind of like what In Like Fint was to the 1960s James Bond. To that. So this is what that is to the current James Bond. American action spy thriller directed by the Russo brothers from a screenplay by blah blah blah. Based on a 2009 novel. But yeah, it's fun. Okay, it's a fun spy book, spy novel. So yeah, I'm up for that. I am up for that. I mean, I've got Amazon Prime anyway. What's the bloody difference? Never have I ever season 4. I haven't seen season 1, 2, and 3. After deciding to stay in Sherman Oaks for a senior year, Devi almost makes a big decision regarding a romantic life. Oh fuck! Leave me alone. Are you kidding me? Why would I want to watch this? What the fuck? Why would I want to watch this? No, leave me alone. Like, is this? I don't even know what it is. Okay. Well, so season. Okay, so this must be after their final season. There's a Never Have I Ever final season. I don't care. I don't. Fuck off. Oh god, this is gonna be so cringe. Oh, this sounds cringe-o-matic. This sounds awful. Back off of 2023. Yeah, this is gonna be awful. Yeah, first introduced in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Forgotten forever weeks after its release. No one gives a shit. Really Williams, the 19-year-old MIT student, who's the bestest ever. Yeah, not interested. Daisy Jones and the Six. Who's Daisy? Based on the book by Taylor Jenkins. Daisy Jones and the Six is a documentary style that follows a fictitious rock band in the 1970s, their rise to fame and their eventual split, starring Riley Keough, Marilyn Monroe, Sam Claflin, and Suki Waterhouse. I don't recognize any of these people. Daisy and the Six consider a 10-episode primer. Oh, okay. I have it anyway. Fine. The Three Body Problem. Okay, what's this? Netflix. Long-awaited Netflix series is based on a popular trilogy by Chinese author Cixin Liu, developed for television by Game of Thrones David Runner, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. Fuck! No! Alongside Alexander Wu, The Three Body Problem. I mean, they did okay when they have good source material. Follows humanity's first contact with an alien civilization, while also focusing on the smaller ripple effects of a Chinese cultural revolution, its impact on the bigger picture. So it's set in the past? Well, the Netflix series, which arrives at the yet-to-be-determined date in 2020, stars Benedict Wong, Eliza Gonzalez, John Bradley, and Sai Chin, and Babylon's Jovan Abbott. Dude, you shouldn't have mentioned Dan and Dave, mate. Queen Charlotte, Bridget and Story, fuck off, not interested. Ryan Johnson's Poker Face, I think fuck off, I'm not interested. So it's a murder mystery aficionado with Knives Out since sequel Glass Onion under his belt. Writer, director created Poker Face, a 10-part mystery series debuted on Peacock. Good reason not to have it. The long-awaited poker face follows Charlie Kay and Natasha Lyonne, who I quite like, who can always tell when someone is lying to her. Whodunit series tackle a new mystery every episode. I'm so not watching this. Also, it's on Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I like a lot, and Adrian Brody, who I also like a lot. Okay, I like all of them, but yeah, no. Right, what's it on again? What service? Oh, Peacock. Yeah, no, don't have it. Don't care. Shadow and Bone season 2. Didn't see season 1. What channel is it on? Again, what service? Netflix. Sun Summoner have defeated the Darkling Shadow and Bone season 1, but his back was ain't more dangerous. Okay, it doesn't look very good. I'm not really interested. Soka. When is this coming out? I reckon this is the first half of 2023, not the second half. Book of Boba Fett was awful. The one episode she was in, I thought was quite good. Listen, I try and keep an open mind until I see something. Like, I think the Acolyte by Lena Headland, I think that's actually going to be very good. Genuinely, I do. I know people think I'm crazy. I think that's going to be quite good. You season 4. What is this? Netflix picked up You from Lifetime following the first season. It's been a big hit ever since. It follows a bookstore manager, Joe Goldberg, who obsessive romances, most of which end in murder, will return season 4 in February. Unlike the previous seasons, however, You season 4 will be split into 2 parts. Okay, Witcher season 3, don't really care. I watched the first one for Henry Cavill. He's gone, I'm gone, we're gone. Bridgerton season 3, don't care. Loki season 2, don't care. Summer 2023, I don't care. So we'll introduce Kang the Conqueror, who will appear in Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. Season 2 will return. Tom Hiddleston in the title role with weekly. I mean, I like Tom Hiddleston a lot. I just can't believe he's stuck with this. What they're doing in season 6 of The Crown, they didn't cut a wrist at the end of season 3, right? Season 5. The Crown will end with season 6. Yeah, a little bit too late. I mean, it should have ended with season 2. Now I think about it, they should have just called it a different name, so, like some kind of sequel series, right? For season 3 and 4. The drama series has focused on the various members of the British monarchy for several seasons, most notably Queen Elizabeth's reign over the decades. The Crown season 6 will return to Murder Standard as the Queen, who passed away at age of 96, September 22. Jonathan Pryce as Prince Philip. Dominic West as Prince Charles. Takes a lot getting used to. Elizabeth Debicki as Princess Diana, I thought she was excellent at that. And Leslie Manville as Princess Margaret. The Crown is expected to premiere late 23. Succession, I like a lot, right? It's very good. Spring 23. And this is done by Hot and Milfy. That's Bad Wolf. It's about what billionaires do, right? Billionaire entertainment complex moguls do. Great cast. Brian plays the who was it? Rupert Murdoch type figure. My favorite person is Matthew McFadden, who's this obsequious son-in-law who's going to do jail time in the 3rd season. That was funny. Agatha Coven of Chaos, really not even vaguely interested. Oh God, she was awful. She was the weak point in a shit TV show, right? So Ted Lasso season 3. I never watched season 2, but I guess I should watch it. So it's coming spring this year. Season 1 was excellent, right? Yellow Jacket season 2. What is this? Why am I looking at a trans guy? What? Yellow Jackets season 1 was I don't even know what streaming service is. Got Christina Ricci, who I like a lot. Netflix. Okay, so it sounds like some chick thing. There's quite a few mysteries resolved in the Yellow Jacket season 2, including what happened to Sean. I don't. God, fuck off. Genuinely, fuck off. Okay, on behalf of the human race, I'm saying fuck off. Oh, Gen V is a spinner from The Boys. Oh, okay. It follows college-age soups attending Godolphin University. Fine. When's this? When's this coming out? It's going to be a dark version of like X-Men, I guess. In 2020, ahead of. Okay, so that's coming this year from Amazon Plus. Mandalorian season 3. Yeah, that's coming in March 1st. I don't know. The only good bits out of Boba Fett were the bits with the Mando in, so maybe that'll be good. And finally, Last of Us, that's in about 2 weeks. I'll watch it. I'll let you know what I think. I don't have high hopes for it, right? Bottom line is I do not have high hopes for it. Fine, let's close some windows so I can get a better idea what I'm doing. I've done that. All right. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, this is basically talking about the you know what? I'm gonna keep this over here. Every spin-off that could happen. Are we gonna go through this? I don't know. Oh god. It's not every spin-off that could happen. Is everyone this was my idea! Get out of here! They've ripped me off on this one. Oh my god. Oh, I did that on a thumbnail. Fine. I think we might have to go through that. That's them ripping me off. Lost Stories, colorization. Millie Gibson story. Let's do a bit of Millie. You ready for a bit of Millie? I'm always ready for a bit of Millie, darling. Millie Gibson is gorgeous. Millie Gibson destined for really big things. They say they got huge things in front of me. Yes, you do, darling. After Doctor Who casting, I absolutely agree. Right, I absolutely agree. In McLeod, there can be only one. Says Millie Gibson is destined for really big things after casting new series of Doctor Who. Well, okay, well, who are you? Millie, 18, who plays Coronation's played Keely Nealon Coronation from 2019 to 2022, has been casted. Blah blah blah. Adult Digital's by. I'm thrilled for her, and I'm aware some time ago that she was in the running for it. I'm pretty sure she wasn't supposed to tell me, but she did. I kept waiting for a BBC lawyer to say sign this, so you don't reveal it to anyone. So I knew for a while, but anyone who watched her on telly knows that she's a fantastic, talented young woman who thoroughly deserves it. I haven't seen her act, right? But that's totally the vibe I get, right? Listen, I may be beguiled by her being so insanely hot, right? That might be happening, right? But that being said, she seems like she's pretty good, right? She just got a very natural way about her. She's got charisma. That's what it is, called charisma. Makes me laugh, makes me smile, makes me horny. Right? All at the same time. Well done, Millie. I'm thrilled for her. Running. I know Rusty Davis is a Corrie fan, so I wonder if that helped her slightly, because he would have been familiar with her work, I'm sure. Yeah, I think you are. That's what I like about Rusty Davis, how he sucks in culture, like current culture, and his Doctor Who is so much an expression of that. Right, I love the 2005 one where you just got a feeling of what life was like in 2005, even though we weren't really there. It was more like an idealized 2005, but it was lovely. Right? It was like, I want to go back to that. It was so much. Life was so much better then. Speaking on the Coronation Street podcast, when they thought I was crazy. They were like, "Why on earth?" What's it? Meanwhile, Millie recently revealed her parents called her crazy after she quit Coronation Street. Oh no, I keep missing a line. It's brilliant for her, and she'll be brilliant in the role. She is destined for really big things. I think so too, right? I think, yes, Hollywood or whatever's left of it would be insane not to snap her up. I mean, like somebody who has her own fan base, who she's gonna have, right? Why wouldn't she? Yeah, they would be insane not to snap her up. Where are we up to? They thought I was crazy. They were like, "Why on earth?" It was such a secure position. I was like, "Of course," but that's what the thing I don't need to be secure at the minute. Yeah, she's smart. She's like my son, right? Again, the army like threw money at him to get him to stay, and he wanted to go to school. Yeah. Smart. I need to spread my wings and see what can happen. And nothing could, but I would have regretted it if I hadn't tried. So I need to try. Oh, you go for it, girl. Man, I love the optimism of youth. But yeah, I agree with you. Oh, yeah, I would love her to be huge, right? I would love her to be like a major like star. That'd be lovely. I mean, it really would be. It's the same way it'll be lovely if Karen Gillan, like, they cast her in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Like, they built a franchise around her, which they really should. It's crazy that they haven't. We're out to... Millie felt the time was right to have the cobbles, as she already accomplished everything she could with the character. She says a hard decision. Obviously, Corey was the most incredible job you could ever think of getting, especially at my age. But again, she's so like I don't care if she's lying. She's at least pretending to have a good character, to have humility, to have gratitude. Like, I don't care if she's seen. This is whatever this front she's putting up. If it's real or not, I appreciate that the nodding to basic values, right? But you get the point that you feel I got most out of it, the most out of the character. I explored it so much with Keeley, and let's be fair, she could. I thought it was Kelly, not Keeley. Keeley, not Kelly. I think she could probably go back if she wanted to. I just thought, whilst I'm young, I'd go and see what the rest of the world had to offer. It was a hard decision for sure. It was a smart one. Bloody hell! I can't believe I come out of that with more respect for her. Bloody hell! I didn't think that would have been possible, right? I am very impressed with that, right? I am genuinely impressed with that. Fine. So we do this is the same thing. Let's have a look at Doctor Who news. Doctor Who. It's all going to be at the location footage. Have they started putting that out yet? CBR wants to know. Don't CBR. Oh, we'll have a look at this article. Council Clairvoyant shares knowledge Doctor Who's Matt Smith gave her dealing with fame. I guess it's kind of a. So Peter Capaldi is about to direct a TV show, which I find interesting. I don't think there's anything new. Let's have a look over here. We'll have a search on Screen Rant, which is always hilarious. And then I want to go to Bounding into Comics. Did Doctor Who fix the longest running companion problem? I don't know what that is, but and the spin-offs. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. Every type of Dalek explained. There's a quick run through. Mark 1, not really, but okay. I'm just watching Dalek Invasion of Earth. They say it could be millions of years before the first one. Mark 3. I guess what happens to Mark? That's still Mark 3, even though it's grey now. Dalek Hierarchy, Time War Daleks, New Paradigm Daleks. That was forgotten. That was it. Missed out half of them. Missed out a lot of them, right? 5. We'll have a look at this article. You never know. You never know. Might be worth doing. It's just their ideas are so stupid, right? It's always been problematic. What's a talk? Okay, fine. Fine. I guess I'll make a video about this. I don't know. This seems like something that we really should spend more time on, right? Where's the CBR article? That was that one. It's over here. I mean, like, we could call this video "Dumb Takes on Doctor Who." Well, let's have a look. Doctor Who. CBR on Screen Run. Battle for the dumbest take on Doctor Who. It's not working. Come on. Gotcha. Go. How do I stop this? Stop Wizzy Wheel going around. I don't know. Anyway, so this month's Doctor Who magazine has a big Millie feature, so we can expect us going over that. Oh, come on. Okay, 1 second. Let's go to... let's have a look at the Doctor Who magazine cover. But, like, the interwebs are like, oh, they're crawling. Come on. It's also bounding into comics. Nothing new there. So they say, yeah, there's absolutely nothing new. Animated adapt Mike Magnolia's Roaring 20s Batman story, The Doom That Came to Gotham. I'm very much up for that, right? James Cameron is saying, I'm a pussy. I don't want to fetishize guns. Darling, we've all seen Terminator, okay? It's too late, okay? It's too late. This thing's still thinking about it? Site can't be reached. Bollocks. Come on. Fine. So, now it's back again. Let's see if we can search Doctor Who. See if they have any pearls of wisdom. No. Well, this article looks pretty good. I mean, again, watching them trying to think of stuff is very strange. Fine. So let's get rid of that. Drummer James Cameron used to be cool. Yes. I mean, basically, it was cool when he did Avatar. All right? It was just more recent. Wait, is it the they added? That's what I was looking. Oh, yes. Yeah. So, sometimes we just need a bit of wit and wisdom from a different kind of mind. Would I say superior? No, because we're dealing with magic. Fine. So they have a bit of a chat about Doctor Who, which I thought, this sounds fun.
When we were on Doctor Who, it was during lockdown and it was in Cardiff, wasn't it? And we couldn't spend time together. So Mandip used to come to my house for lunch and I used to make her food.
That's a bit strange, but okay, fine. Well, they just get together. That's okay.
What did he cook
Oh, you know
for
the cook.
He's not cooked anything for me
I
yet.
forgot it was that impressive. You introduced me to black rice.
I introduced you to black rice.
I've never ate it again.
Yeah.
And she's so dumb. Stop. She's so dumb. Oh, the mental vacuum that is Mandip Gill.
But for me, I was in Doctor Who for a year and I was coming at the end of things. For you, it was 3 years of your life, wasn't it? I mean, how does it feel for you now that it's over?
Like, he's like so much more Scouse in if this is real life.
It doesn't feel like it's over. That's the weird thing about.
It's over, darling. It's over. Okay? It's over. You're not coming back. It's over.
Something like Doctor Who. It feels like you're always in it. You're always speaking to.
It felt like you're in it forever. That is true. I agree with you. I'm trying to work out what you're wearing. Why do I see a flashing knee? Is it boots with a skirt? I can't tell.
People about it, or like you stay friends with people. It's such a big job that I don't think it actually ever leaves you. Like
No, it's left you. It's gone. It's over.
It's hard for me to believe that it was a year ago that we.
I know. I bet you find lots of things hard to believe. Like, adding. Bet that's a bit tricky.
Film that.
And it's also an iconic show. I mean, it's one of those shows that everybody, you can mention Doctor Who, and everybody's seen it at some stage in their life, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, I think especially if you have kids.
I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is. I like that we got Ian McKellen there, though.
I shouldn't say this, actually.
Oh, go on.
My Doctor Who years were the David Tennant years, because one of our kids absolutely was devoted to watching it then. And I could not believe how good it was.
Ours were better.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yours wasn't that good. Okay? She doesn't know how shit you were. Okay? That's your prime it's your prime target audience.
Yeah, they've got up to David Tennant.
But I mean, compared to the Doctor Who I watched when I was a kid in the 70s,
Yes.
It's brilliant, gripping television.
Do you remember your first day when you did your own stunt? So we're on the TARDIS and John comes in and something happens in the TARDIS, it must move. At this point, I've been doing it for 3 years, so I know that it's probably only going to be like this. John was like, how much do you move? I went, you do what you want to do, John.
Because I didn't know when they said the TARDIS moves, it means that the camera moves.
No, did nobody tell him that? I don't know. It sounds like maybe nobody told him that.
So you stand there, go, and the cameraman's going like that. On telly, it looks like the whole thing's moving. So we went like that. I threw myself on the floor, and he went, stop! There's not a crash mat. There's not a stunt assessment. What are you doing?
Stunt assessment. Yes, we're in the 2020s. That's true.
I thought you said moves. We've got to do this about 15 times.
You soon learned.
I soon learned. That was it. Then by the second episode, I was going, oh, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do wobble. But in terms of coming out of it and the commitments, and you've had it with the films that you've done, X-Men, Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, the fan base is extraordinary, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Because you're...
Yeah. If you're saying it's beautiful, you haven't seen the fan base. Darling, that's... I can't imagine that would be your actual appearances. Oh, we have a Millie sighting. 1 second. Very exciting. The brightly lit up hair. But that's not much of a Millie sighting, let me tell you. Yeah. So they're definitely doing a night shoot right now. Where's this from? This was from 10 minutes ago. Yeah, literally from 10 minutes ago. Yeah, 1 second. Doink. Where'd I go? Yeah, let me share screen. Okay, John, you have to wait for a second. Okay, this is more important. Millie sighting. That's like, you can't say anything. No, she doesn't have pink hair, as we see from this. It's just the lighting, right? Gwilliam. Okay, we have no idea who Gwilliam is. Is this a Christmas episode? Who knows? But I do like the way her hair picks up that lighting. That's going to be very cool. Anyway, back to John Bishop.
You posted something on your Instagram, I think it was last week, of you with your Doctor Who figures.
I'm such...
Oh, wait, let's have a look. That's really... That's really Manic Girl. That's really Manic. This. Yes. The wit and wisdom, that is Manic Girl. We love you, baby. We love you.
Who figures?
I'm such a loser.
Yes, we agree.
But that's Mandiv Doctor. Now, I pose for Doctor Who figures. I haven't seen mine yet. They've not been made, but they're quite pleasant.
Yes. Yours hasn't been made. We know. I wonder why that could be. And she's like, oh, look at her. She's trying to think. Look at that. She's trying to think all by herself.
The only model of me that exists in the world is this one. That's my waxworks, right? At Madame Tussauds.
Did you say they can use that?
Well, what they've
Are you
done...
in Madame Tussauds?
I'm in Madame Tussauds.
Lord.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Can we have Ian McKellen and Derek Jacobi in a War Master thing together? That'll be wonderful. How about Ian McKellen as the war meddling monk? Right? Oh, yes.
Is this the Liverpool Madame Tussauds?
No, this is in Blackpool.
Oh, I see. That's fine.
And in the Blackpool Madame Tussauds, they had a comedy section, and they took me out of the comedy section, right? And they've put me in the Doctor Who section, although where they've put me, I just look like an odd bloke in a park, don't I?
Dude, you look like that during Doctor Who too. Speaking of odd blokes in parks, hey, Mandy.
I've even got fiddling with myself with my hands in my pocket. If you were in the park with your kids and he was in the corner, you'd phone someone, wouldn't you?
He's so much more scouse in this than he was in Doctor Who. He totally turned it down for Doctor Who. Like 100%. 100% toned that down. Fine. Let's have a look at over here. Oh, we got some news. Look at that. Share screen. So this is great news for me. I mean, I'm gonna have so much stuff to make content about. What were the filming? I was also going to... I forgot. I was going to look at... yeah, let's see. If you want to look on Twitter, the hashtag is DWSR, right? DWSR. No, nothing new. Let's go to Doctor Who magazine. DW tweets. DWM tweets, I think, isn't it? There you go. So they put the cover out on. There you go. So this is coming out on Thursday. We'll do a full review. We have a big interview with Millie Gibson. I'll try to be the perfect companion. You already are, darling. Right? You already are. No, I'm on the wrong thing. Stop now. Share screen. There you go. Millie Gibson. Fine. Yeah, I'll try and be the perfect companion. You already are, so there's going to be a big interview. I will certainly be going over that in hot, sticky detail, right? Yeah, I can almost guarantee that, right? Hot, sticky detail, she cried. What else we got here? Sunday supplement. Russell Davis on casting on Ruby. Oh, I'd like that. That we'll do on the next stream. Under new management, the executive producer speaks to DWM. Who is the executive producer? And much more. Okay, that's coming up. Fine. Let's go back over here. Doink. Yeah, let's go and look, see what's going on. Share screen. Fine, we have some, let's go and look at some Big Finish news. What's this? Spaceships that pass in the night. Title story teaser revealed for the 25th Doctor Adventures full cast dramas for due for release in September 2023. September 2023? Is that's the one? Next one? Really? 1 second. Wow. And there's nothing before that? There's this one come out, Conflicts of Interest. Yeah, this one fell to grabbing. So this is in April. Fine. Let's have a look. So there's Fifth Doctor with Tegan and Nyssa. The opening four-parter, Pursuit of the Nightjar, written by Tim Foley, is set between the 1983 Doctor Who TV story Snake Dance and Mordred Undead, when the TARDIS teams find themselves in an empty spaceship in the far future. Little do they realize they're about to become a part of a historic game of cat and mouse. Sounds interesting. In the Night is now available pre-order 1999. Pursuit of the Nightjar has the story of the Nightjar has been told for many years. A spaceship helmed by legendary Captain Gobin, a vital mission on Mercy, delivering medical supplies to a distant colony in the middle of a devastating war, an act of bravery that triggers the end of the conflict. At the hills throughout the journey, her pursuit, the spaceship Nemesis, helmed by dogged Captain Elso, never quite able to make their target. The Doctor always wanted to witness the historic events, and now alongside Nissantiga, he's got his chance. But history might have other ideas. So, well, there's another two-parter on this, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't. This hasn't really won me over. Producer David Richardson says, I'm a big fan of the dark claustrophobic Doctor Who. I'm a big fan of the intense character drama, especially those given to shine. Tim Foley had delivered exactly my favorite kind of script, blah, blah, blah. Very first Doctor Who was a snake dance. Yeah, again, doesn't really do it for me, right? Survivors continue, don't really care. Joe Jones re-enters the TARDIS, re-enters the 1970s TARDIS. Again, why is it for women? I'm sick of this. Can some more characters be male? Right? You've got 5 cast members, 4 of them women, 1 of them men. Why not have at least 2 men? No, obviously not. At the Collision 73, blah, blah, blah. Now, after decades apart, Joe is reunited. Tim Trelawney for the adventures. Okay, I like this idea, right? I like this idea. But there's one thing Joe isn't ready to tell the Doctor. 1 second, what's it for? One more big adventure. And while time has passed, a mere beat of the hearts of the Time Lord, it's been a lifetime of change for a faithful companion. Marriage, children, grandchildren, there's a lot to catch up on, but it's something that Joe isn't ready to tell the Doctor. Okay, interesting. So we've got 3 nostalgic adventures are Supernature. In spite of a terrifying bird effect, Joe Jones is called to the Isle of Wight by an old friend, something that has thrown nature out of balance, but Joe's own world has also changed forever. So she must have just lost her husband or something like that. It turns out that it's not the only one investigating. It looks like they'll be facing down a scientific ambition. It looks like soon it's like old times, facing down arrogant scientific ambition as the danger grows. The Doctor and Joe have been reunited when they need each other the most. Yes, I would totally get that. So we have then the Conservators, the planet Viltris in the 49th century, a regime obsessed with sabbatical analysis of risk has created a force of robots to protect its citizens. But when Joe Jones arrives with the Doctor on her first space-time voyage of decades, she discovered the long-held grudges from the past conflict are about to bubble over. Okay, fine. And then Lizzie Hopley. Oh, please no. I mean, she's not that bad. She's just not that good. Landing on a troubled seafaring planet, Mercator, the Doctor and Joe encounter Callus, a cursed man, surviving member of the last surviving member of his line, and a curse to find new victims. Okay, nearby condemned wet dock, a dry rectangle of unmoving water, and a source of mystifying rumors. As Joe lifts the lid on tensions with the local community, the Doctor finds himself in deep trouble. It's wonderful to be reunited with Katie, but she's with every set with it, right? What's the there's another one here. Let's see. Is it really? How many cast members do they get in this thing? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the 12 cast members we have Okay, 2 men, 3, 4. Okay, doing better now. 5 men. Yeah, 5. Okay, fine. Yeah, look, these are all pretty good. I have to say, they do know what they're doing with the Third Doctor. This is free, isn't it? I should really check this out. Even though I should check it out. It's free. You know, again, I'm a Jew. What can I tell you? It just comes with the territory, man. Let me show you how much this is in dollars, right? For me to get it over here. Firstly, $120, right? Crazy. But here, I don't want to dox myself. But look, yeah, pre-order. Let's have a look. Let me go to the cart. Go to basket. Okay. And then with the it's $175 essentially for 7 books, right? Here, I'll do the math right now. Yeah, it's 7 books, right? So it's 174.41 divided into 7. That's $24 a book. Okay, that's cray. That's not going to happen, right? That is not going to happen. I would love it to. I would love these things, but I hope they do them as books and tape, right? I am not spending $25 a book. Are you crazy? Well, no, because they are going to sell out. They're doing very well. I imagine they would sell out, right? I do imagine they would sell out. Fine. So we looked at Bounding Comics. If there's any more updates from what's it called again? Filming. It's hashtag SR. Doctor Who SR, the latest. Yeah, again, still can't see anything. Yeah, security has been top notch. Yeah, let me look at the hashtag Doctor Who. Latest. Not seeing anything. Yeah, hashtag DSVR is what you want. Right? DSVR. Fine, but I guess we're going to have a lot more by tomorrow, right? I guess we're going to have a ton more by tomorrow. Oh, man, that's it. 1 second. This is worth you picking up. Yeah, okay, this is a recommend. Just saw this, okay? So for £30, the entire the complete Big Finish run of Tomorrow People, which is excellent, right? It's really good. So what's that last one? I don't know. Oh, it's the music. Yeah, but this is it's tragic because they had a 6th season already recorded to go, but they lost the rights for them, right? Because they wanted to make the TV version. And they made it for 1 season, then vanished. And Fremantle, you are schmucks, right? You are schmucks. Dr. Alex is here. I sent you a message here. I saw you replied. I haven't listened to it yet. Fine. Ultima Rabalis is here as well. How are you doing, sir? Man, are we going to get any Shooty and Millie artwork out of you? I love the stuff you post, right? Yeah, I can't wait to get my 40th Doctor Regeneration actor and character options. It should be coming this month. We'll post pics on Twitter. I have no doubt you will. Twitter is actually, as I said, become quite a pleasant experience. I'm going to hit the end broadcast.